prominent members of the MLS. Thierry Henry here in studio. So why play in America?
Oh, first of all, always have been like for me a dream to come to play in the MLS. That's something I had in the back of my mind for a little while, and I always wanted to do it and do it for New York. I always wanted to defend the color of this town.
And certainly the competition is not on the level of the leagues in Europe. So why was it a dream to come and play here in this particular league?
Always have been. You know, I'm a big admirer of the city and the country. Well, you're saying that obviously the level it is not the same, sorry, but when you see sometimes some friendly games, the European team does struggle to beat the team of the MLS, and I think the success of the US team at the World Cup that shows that the game is progressing here.
So New York was a sell to you, playing in the city of New York. We had an interesting thing going a couple of weeks ago with LeBron James where the sell of New York was out there and whether he'd want to play in that size city. Well, why was New York such a sell to you?
It is one of my favorite cities, but I won't say that New York was the first thing for me to come. You know, I wanted to play in the MLS for sure, and therefore for me it wasn't any other option. It was a no-brainer. I just wanted to come and play here in New York.
They're putting a lot of pressure on you there. This is an article in the New York Times entitled "Bigger Than Beckham." I don't know if that's fair, but that's what they wrote. And in it, they wrote, quote, Henry is a more gifted player than Beckham. He has more to give on the field. He's less celebrity conscious. He's coming to challenge himself as a player rather than to boost his wife's, or his agent's celebrity earnings, end quote. Do they have you pegged right?
Well,
You have your priorities in a different place than maybe some of the other stars who have come over from the European.
No, you know what? I know David Beckham, and I don't want to talk too much about his life and what he does. It's up to him. I admire the guy as a player, but yeah, throughout my whole career, I just wanted to play football and do it on the pitch. You know, I just love this town, and I'm gonna try to compete with my team.
Is that a proper headline? Bigger than Beckham?
I don't know about it. It's going to happen. Obviously, me being in New York, him being in LA, people are going to try to compare us. But it's not about comparing. I think we're both here, and with the guys also playing in the league already, trying to make this game progress. That's the most important thing for me.
Certainly, the country showed a newfound fervor for the World Cup from the way they felt about it and the viewing parties and everything that kind of went with what happened in South Africa over this past month. What kind of carryover effect are you looking for from what happened there to what may happen for the rest of this season and moving forward for the sport here?
When I just arrived, someone told me that 25 million people watched the game, the final of the World Cup in the US. I think it is amazing. As I said, people are trying to compare me with David and stuff like this. I think hopefully it can be like more people coming and try to help this game progress. That's how we're going to do it. I think playing good football can attract people and to watch this game and being, showing a bit of skills and being efficient on the field.
Certainly there's nothing wrong with having stars, though, in your league, right? It's important for a league, and maybe why a lot of the focus goes on players like yourself and players like Beckham who come here. We're looking for someone to grasp onto and to bring that sport to a different level.
I think it is important to bring people along, but you cannot also forget the other players that are playing for a very long time in the MLS. They've been doing a great job. We're trying to come along and help with their help also and try to be good and make this league progress. But I think in any other league in Europe, you always have I don't like the word stars. I prefer like good players coming and play. So hopefully this league can do it even more so.
All right, let's revisit the World Cup for a moment. You guys made incredible storylines, the French national team, for the way it went wrong and that there was this team revolt, or at least that was the way it was portrayed in the press to everyone else, and the government officials got involved. How could it have gone as far as it was suggested that it had gone?
Because football is crazy. People always take it too far, whether it's good or not good. You have to understand that back in Europe, football, it's everything sometimes. Or soccer, as you say. It's been blown out of proportion by the press, I would say. Some stuff happened in the dressing room, and we just wanted to show support to our teammates, and that was it. They took it to another level. It was a bit of a shame, but having saying this, the most important thing is we were not great and we didn't play well. I like to keep everything on the field. We didn't play well, we didn't perform well, we were not good enough, that was it for me.
And they'll have a chance to redeem themselves in 4 years at the next World Cup.
Always, that's the chance you have when you play whatever sport you play.
And this superstar's play begins in the MLS with his debut Thursday night. The Red Bulls, he's going to feel right at home. You get a Premier League game against Tottenham Thursday night.
Yeah. I have a big. I used to play 8 years for Arsenal, so it's kind of a rivalry between the two clubs, Arsenal and Tottenham. So I'm sure I'm gonna get a great reception from the home crowd, but also the from the other side.
And then soon enough, MLS play returns for the Red Bulls as well. And Thierry Henry will be there on the pitch. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for that. I appreciate it.